What's up, guys? Before I start this review, I just want to thank you guys for being here. It means a lot to me. I'm just happy people are watching this. I'm gonna be happy even if it's gonna be one person. I'm just doing this for fun. And yeah, today I have the honor. I'm gonna drive the Peugeot 3008. It's a 2017 model actually, so it's not the latest. It is an Allure. If I got the right information, it's a 1.5 blue HDI diesel. The total amount of horsepower is 129. It goes from 0 to 60 in 10.5 or 11.1. From 0 to 60, which is 96 kilometers per hour. It goes from 10.5 to 11.1 seconds. The fuel economy in miles per gallon is 67 to 68. In liters, it's going to be 0.4, 0.5, which sounds really, really good. It's a diesel though, but this is just my opinion. But I think maybe 0.5, 0.6 would be pretty like what I would guess it's gonna. It is like. I really like this car, it's good. I think Peugeot stepped up its game, like with the interior and exterior. The outside is really good. I really like the design. I think it's good, honestly, I think it's a good looking car. I think the 5008 looks a little bit weirder, a little bit turtle. But I like this car. It's a good car, It has, I find it hard to complain about it. I think the look is good, And when you get inside and interior, I like it, This is just my second time with the Peugeot. So I tried the Peugeot earlier, a couple of months ago, the 208. And I think the interior is good looking there also, but like the seats in that car were terrible, I had pain in my lower back for like a week after I drove it. I drove it for 2 days. Not a good ride. But I was scared when I got the opportunity to try this car. I couldn't say no, of course. I was a little bit worried, but they changed the seats. The seats are not the same. I think the seats are pretty comfortable. It's a little bit, I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'2", so the headrest is always a problem for me. Not always, but a lot. I think that like Volvo and brands like that make it better for taller people, but this car was a little bit problematic, but it's not a big deal. And remember, this is just in my opinion. Some people would love the seats in the 208 or in this one, the 3008. But I don't complain about it. I enjoyed it. No back pains, and I'm happy. I drove it for a day only, but I drove a lot. So interior, it looks good. It feels good. I'm not sure, but like I really like the smaller steering wheel. It feels. I don't know, it feels better, When I go back to BMW or like an Audi later on, it feels so big, And I don't know, I like it. It's a little bit go-kart feel, I guess, I think BMW makes a little bit too wide steering wheels, but that's just me. I don't know, it doesn't matter. And the steering is light, I really like the steering. Like the comfort is good, it's a quiet car, and the steering is very, very soft. It's very, very easy. It's not heavy. I'm not a big fan of heavy steering. That's just my opinion. I don't see the point of it. If you drive a car, if you want to take you somewhere, you want it to be easy. You don't want to lift weights when you move the car. Sometimes when I drive other cars, I know like older Volvos and stuff can be very heavy, and it's not good, especially if you drive in the city. You don't want to have a heavy steering wheel. I like comfort. I like it nice. I want it light. I don't want it heavy. But this car is very light, and I'm very happy about that. I had a good time. The steering is good. I think it's responsive, and yeah, don't have much to say about it. The pedals, the shifter pedals, I'm not sure why they put it in. I'm not sure why they put it in at all in cars like this, because honestly, guys, you will never use them. You will use them maybe once a year. It doesn't have a point. And in this car, the pedals it's not attached to the steering wheel. so it will not follow the steering wheel when you turn, which is not good. I don't like it, but it's my opinion. So maybe some people like it, but I don't like it. I don't want to have to take off my hand from the steering wheel to shift. But honestly, I didn't use them. But I have to say they look good. They look good in the car, and they fill up the space. Just use your imagination now and just think about it. If they weren't there, it would look very, very weird. So I think it's more like how do you say it? Fuck. It's more for the eye, I think. I think it looks better with the interior. It's good for the interior. Without it, I don't think it's gonna look so good. But that's just me. So the regular shifter, it's a little bit clunky. It's a little bit clunky. It feels, sometimes you have to fight with it, when you're gonna wanna go put in D, drive, or reverse, it doesn't answer you sometimes. I think it's some problem with the parking, the shifter. It's a little bit clumsy. It feels a bit, it feels just not very smooth. It's not smooth, and a little bit annoyed about, but it's not a big deal. But if you're gonna drive the car in the city, you're gonna start, stop. You don't want the gears, like when you're going away, you have to focus to get the gears in. You want it to go smooth. You want to push the button, like in the BMWs, which are very good, and you just pull it back, and then go. But this car was like, it feels clumsy, very, very clumsy. Otherwise, the gearbox is good. The automatics nowadays are so good. And I can understand why they're like not producing as much manual cars as before. As we are in Europe, we use a lot of manual cars, but fuel consumption is lowering down on the automatics. The smoothness of the gearbox is way, way better. It's really good, actually. All I can see is I can see the death of the manual car, but in a couple of years, not the death of it, but it's always going to be there, but it's not going to be as, people are not going to buy manual cars, which is both sad, and it's, hey, believe me guys, you know the deal. If you live in a city where there's a lot of traffic, you don't want to go with a manual car. If you live on the countryside, that's better, way better, but not in the city. It's a good car. If I were you, if you're watching this video and you want to go and buy a car, go to the dealer and try it out for yourself. I know sometimes you can even lend the car for a weekend. If you talk to them, if you're a serious buyer, they can lend you the car. You can try it out for 1 or 2 days. With cars, it's like some people hate this car, some people are gonna love it. It's very, very unique for you. I can't say to you that this is the best car or anything else like that. I can just tell you what I feel. The best thing is to experience the car by yourself. And one thing, the blinkers, the sound is very weird. It's very, very bad. They should change it. And I'm not sure if you can change it in the menu. I forgot about it, and that's my fault. But like the sound of it, it's not very tasteful. Not it's the biggest deal, but you're gonna listen for it for a while. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you have any further questions about this car, just let me know. And again, I'm happy you're watching this video, and subscribe. It make me a very happy man. Even if it's just one person subscribes, I'm